Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleMania Night 1. Just a couple hours ago, we were able to go ahead and finish up the season finale to NXT. We were able to crown some new champions, see some successful title defenses. And here tonight, we will continue that, looking to put an end to rivalries. And again, new champions being crowned, successful title defenses. Who will leave WrestleMania as our champions and begin the new season as our champions over on 2K26, as we're going to go ahead and jump into some United States Championship action. We have Jimmy Uso, the former United States Champion, looking for a rematch at his title. As let's run this story. Solo Sikoa wins the title off Jacob Fatu, defends it against Ilya Dragunov, and he goes on this huge feud against his big brother Jimmy Uso. He is absolutely embarrassed by Jimmy Uso. He gets embarrassed. There we go. Gets embarrassed by Jimmy Uso. He is humiliated. He loses his title. He gets a rematch, loses too. And then Jimmy's next opponent being Carmelo Hayes, and Carmelo showed Jimmy what's up. He wanted to get the United States Championship out of the Samoan Vortex, out of the Bloodline Vortex. It was time to, get it out of there. Carmelo Hayes went ahead and became the new United States Champion. And here tonight, the opening matchup of WrestleMania Night 1, we have him, Carmelo Hayes, defending his United States Championship for the very first time in a rematch against the former champion, Jimmy Uso. What an opportunity this is to prove that the victory previously against Jimmy Uso was not a fluke, that he can truly continue to beat and win over the likes of Jimmy Uso. And an opportunity for Carmelo Hayes here tonight to secure a victory at WrestleMania for the United States Championship. On the other hand, we have Jimmy Uso trying to prove that his loss was a fluke, trying to earn a second title reign for the United States Championship. And this ain't gonna be no ordinary match. As you guys see something floating in the air, this is gonna go ahead and be a steel cage match. Jimmy Uso found some success in this matchup previously against Solo Sikoa. He asked for this special, what do you call it? This special thingy-majiggy. I forgot what the name of it is. Okay, I remember now. Stipulation. Jimmy Uso went ahead and picked the stipulation. Carmelo Hayes was fine with it. Nick Aldis, the SmackDown GM, was fine with it. So they went ahead and confirmed this match as a steel cage match. Again, as I previously mentioned, Jimmy Uso has received some sort of success previously facing off against Solo Sikoa. It's where he initially won the United States Championship. So now here tonight, as he tries to win it for the second time in his career, trying to run it back inside of that steel cage. However, this time, different opponent in Carmelo Hayes. We'll see how things go, as big opportunity for both superstars to be here opening WrestleMania Night 1. Huge opportunity for both, as here tonight we have an incredible lineup. We have tag teams on the line, world championships, intercontinental. We even will see from Gunther. So very interesting here tonight, but we are going to go ahead and begin this matchup. Carmelo Hayes, Jimmy Uso battle it out for the United States Championship inside of a steel cage. The only way to win this matchup, pinfall, submission, or by exiting the cage and being the first one to do so. So it's going to be interesting. First and foremost, Jimmy Uso, again, as I repeat myself, has already won a steel cage match within the last couple of weeks. But Carmelo Hayes, man, it's a little younger. Might be able to climb that cage a little faster. Might be able to do these things a little smoother, right? Apart from that, Carmelo Hayes has definitely, I do think, gotten into the head of Jimmy Uso. The fact that Jimmy Uso lost the championship so early into his reign to Carmelo Hayes kind of got into the head of Jimmy Uso. Maybe started questioning whether he was good enough and whatnot. His backstage, he was seen walking around kind of shaky, kind of nervous. And, I mean, that's understandable for such a big matchup in WrestleMania, but still kind of out of the ordinary the way he was jittery in the sense that it seemed as though he wasn't super confident in himself, which is not something you want to see in such an important matchup like this one here in the opening match of WrestleMania Night 1. But we'll see how things go, as at the moment Carmelo Hayes with some big hits straight to the face of Jimmy Uso as Carmelo now awaits. So Jimmy Uso gets up quickly. Big boot to the face of Carmelo. Carmelo able to move out of the way there. Now a boot of his own straight to the face of Jimmy Uso. Now with some big hits straight on to Jimmy Uso, doing some big damage as Carmelo Hayes is very quickly taking control of this match. And now, what is Carmelo Hayes going to look to do? He may be looking to escape right here, and he is trying to find his footing. Sometimes it's quicker to climb over than wait for the ref. The ref has to take out his key, find the key, and do all these other shenanigans as Jimmy Uso misses his hit right there. Carmelo now trying to kick Jimmy Uso off, but Jimmy able to do just slightly more damage to Carmelo Hayes as he is now bringing him back down, making sure this match isn't over that quickly, as now Jimmy Uso using the cage to make sure Carmelo is knocked down. Jimmy Uso now, what is he going to look to do as Carmelo Hayes slowly getting up. Jimmy Uso charged up, looking for the boot. Carmelo Hayes able to move out of the way instead. A missile drop kick by Carmelo. Both men are down. They have both taken some damage. It is Carmelo Hayes who gets up just a bit, a second faster, but Jimmy Uso looking for the pinfall. Is this enough to become the new champion? One. Kick out at one. It seems as though the referees count a little slower when it comes to these matchups. But I think that's understandable. We want to see the adrenaline pumping, the action flying off of the top of the cage as Jimmy Uso right there. Big frog splash connecting with Carmelo, now using the ropes, trying to add some extra weight onto the pinfall, but still Carmelo able to go ahead and kick out at two. And Jimmy Uso knocked on big fist straight to the face of Carmelo Hayes, as now Carmelo somehow able to counter. What the heck? This man is still standing. Took a huge frog splash, a couple hits, and somehow he's able to counter. And not only counter, now in control and very well, maybe able to put this match away, is now Carmelo Hayes is charging up the finish. He wants to put an end to this match. Jimmy Uso may be out. Is Carmelo going to look for the pinfall, or is he going to look to escape? It looks like he's going to call the referee to open the door, but I'm telling you, referees got to find the key. They got to find the right slot, and by now, Jimmy Uso's getting up. Carmelo Hayes hits Jimmy Uso with a clothesline as he now runs back to the door. Referee stopped opening the door since Carmelo ran away, so now we're starting back at one. Carmelo starting to realize this is a waste of time, and now Jimmy Uso able to attack Carmelo, who was just waiting for the door to be opened, but the door never opened, as now Jimmy Uso may find an opportunity to escape in order to crown himself a two-time United States champion. Can Carmelo Hayes prevent this from happening? Jimmy Uso may be escaping here. No, Jimmy Uso comes back down. He wants a little fight maybe with Carmelo. Maybe he was looking to fly, realized it wasn't a good situation for him to try to do so. And now both men back inside of the ring. Carmelo Hayes countering Jimmy Uso. And now Jimmy Uso with a bit of a counter of his own. Once again, Carmelo able to counter. These two seem to know each other very well as they continue to counter each other, continue to prevent each other's attacks. As once again, Carmelo able to counter, now dropping Jimmy Uso. And Carmelo with an elbow drop. And now a couple stomps and kicks straight onto the body of Jimmy Uso, targeting the right arm of Jimmy as Carmelo Hayes continues to do his damage. What is he looking to do now as Jimmy Uso slowly but surely getting up? Carmelo Hayes awaits him with some big hits straight onto the face, and Carmelo potentially looking for the finish there, but he is countered, and now Jimmy Uso is the man back into control, as now Jimmy Uso may be trying to climb quickly. Carmelo Hayes rises, preventing Jimmy Uso from continuing his climb, instead knocking him down. And now, what is Carmelo Hayes gonna look to do here? Is Carmelo gonna look to hit another finish? There it is! Connects once again, and now he could escape. He very well may go ahead and secure a successful title defense here, as quickly Carmelo Hayes is over the first half of the steel cage. And now off of the top, oh no, he may be looking to fly. Carmelo! A huge crossbody, making huge contact with Jimmy Uso. And he is not done. Is he going to look to escape now, or looking to fly once again, as Carmelo Hayes may have just knocked Jimmy Uso out cold and may have the easiest escape, as finally Jimmy Uso standing up, but it may be too late. As he watches, he realizes it is too late, and just like that, Carmelo Hayes has retained. He is still your United States champion. What an incredible opening matchup here in night one of WrestleMania. And it is Carmelo Hayes who comes out on top. Congratulations, as he has not only been able to become champion, but I do think has truly gotten the United States Championship away from that Samoan Vortex, as now an incredible title defense over Jimmy Uso. And now we move on to the Women's Intercontinental Championship matchup. We have the man Becky Lynch fighting off against Roxanne Perez. Now the man Becky Lynch is surely going to want to win here tonight, not only because it's to retain her championship, not only because it's at WrestleMania, but she is nearing at almost a year of being the Intercontinental Champion. That is right. 1 whole year of being Intercontinental Champion, and this is the reason to exactly why she's been able to retain so many times. She loves to attack her opponents before the match starts, get a little bit of a boost, get a slight advantage so that when the match begins, it's an easy victory. She's gone past Lyra multiple times, Bayley, Asuka, most recently Nia Jackson. Out here tonight, she looks to add Roxanne Perez to the list of successful title defense. But no, Roxanne Perez is still able to fight back while she has taken some big damage from that kendo stick. It looks like Roxanne very well may still be in this match, as now Roxanne doing a little bit of damage on her own. Becky Lynch still able to move out of the way, and this is going to be a very interesting matchup once again for the Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch has already done some big damage onto Roxanne Perez, but nevertheless, oh my days, nevertheless, we have seen Roxanne Perez is sort of still in this match, not as lost as we've seen before with like Bayley being attacked or Asuka, where the match ends quickly. Becky Lynch may still have to, fight it out here tonight, and Roxanne showing that right now as she looks for the pinfall to get the victory. 1. And a quick kick out by the Women's Intercontinental Champion. I was able to speak to her earlier this week, talking about how she's nearing the 1-year mark. What would it mean to hit 1 year with the Intercontinental Championship? And she said, quote unquote, nothing. I've done this before. I've done this with other titles. This isn't a big deal to me. This is just what I expect from myself. And then she stormed out of the interview, but right now it looks like she might not even reach the 1-year mark as Roxanne Perez. No, what the heck? Becky Lynch able to dig deep into her pockets, find some crazy miracle, and a kick out at 2. But even after having attacked Roxanne Perez, Becky Lynch is still struggling. Roxanne Perez once again, and another kick out at 2. We see the frustration growing in Roxanne Perez as she now looks for the submission hold. Can she make Becky Lynch tap? Not yet. Is Becky Lynch able to go ahead and escape? And now Becky Lynch looking for a finish of her own. And Becky Lynch, just when we thought she was out, may very well go ahead and secure the victory right here, right now, using the ropes, missing the leg drop. Roxanne Perez still in this, now sending Becky flying, making contact with the ropes as well. Big damage done to her. As now Roxanne Perez, what is she looking to do from here? Gonna look to climb the top ropes. Is gonna look to fly. Roxanne Perez with a huge crossbody onto Becky Lynch, who had a small glimmer, a small chance at coming back into this match. But quickly, Roxanne Perez able to counter. No, I may have just jinxed Roxanne Perez, because now once again, well, at least for a little bit, Becky was back in control, but Roxanne now 1, 2, and another kick out by Becky Lynch. And now gets up instantly. Big hit, knocking Roxanne Perez down. And now what is Becky Lynch going to look to do? She charges up as Roxanne Perez slowly getting up. Roxanne has definitely given Becky the fight of her life compared to how all of her other opponents have dealt with being attacked by Becky Lynch. Roxanne Perez sees this as an opportunity of a lifetime. While Becky may not care so much for the IC title or for fighting with respect and honor, this is an opportunity of a lifetime for Roxanne Perez, and here tonight, she does not want to fail, but Becky Lynch is still showing no mercy. She is very well still on the attack, and now to secure the championship. Big splash. Becky Lynch trying to continue, but now Roxanne Perez. What? How does she still have energy? How does she still have enough freaking fuel inside of her to stand up and fight against Becky Lynch? I don't know, but now Roxanne Perez wants to put this match away. But Becky into the submission hold. Is this it? Becky has tapped, and we have a brand new Intercontinental Champion. Roxanne Perez has done it. Becky will not be reaching the 1-year mark in this reign, as she has been tapped out. Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, here at WrestleMania, with an opportunity of a lifetime, has taken the chance and seized it. She is her brand new Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations to Roxanne Perez. What an opportunity it is for her. And well, we've had one successful title defense. We've had one new champion. Now it's time to pivot away from titles for a sec and talk about ending careers. Now, over at Stand and Deliver, we talked about how Gunther had spiraled down out of control ever since losing to Obafemi in the last time his now tournament. He was frustrated by the fact he couldn't be the one to go ahead and retire John Cena. He didn't care about no IC title. He wanted to retire John Cena. He was frustrated at the fact he wasn't able to do so. He went on, he retired Kevin Owens. He retired Rey Mysterio. And now here tonight he gets an opportunity to retire AJ Styles. And I mean, I don't know. As much as, yes, Gunther should be frustrated with the loss of Obafemi, he is getting rid of so many greats just to fill his ego. And I feel like if he does end up retiring AJ Styles and wants to continue, well, I'm hoping someone has the guts to try to stop him, to try to prevent that, to, you know, try to pivot Gunther back on the World Heavyweight Championship scene rather than trying to get rid of all the roster. If not, it's just going to be Gunther and like 3 other people if he keeps retiring all these legendary superstars. I saw a post on Twitter. Kevin Owens retired the face, or what some people consider the face of Ring of Honor, back then known as Kevin Steen, with Rey Mysterio the face of Lucha Libre. And here tonight wants to retire the face of Total Nonstop Action TNA. He missed out on retiring the face of WWE, and ever since then has just been going absolutely crazy. AJ Styles, former TNA champion, lost his title not too long ago against Mustafa Ali, of course, here within the WWE. He's a two-time world champion, if my memory serves me correct. He's won tag team, he's won the United States and Intercontinental Championships. He is a future Hall of Famer. He has an incredible resume both in TNA and WWE, but it is absolutely sad that he would put his career on risk for the ring general, Gunther. I'm surprised he accepted this. I don't know what to say except for my prayers, my thoughts, my wishes are with AJ Styles and hoping he is able to win this match as we go ahead and begin it. The ring general Gunther versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles puts his career on the line. Gunther has already retired Kevin Owens and Rey Mysterio, doing that at the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber. Now here at WrestleMania, looking to put another great superstar away. Will AJ Styles retire here tonight, or will we continue to see the phenomenal in action? Let's go ahead and find out. As at the moment, Gunther is in control, dropping AJ Styles onto the mat, and now some big boots as Gunther using the ropes to hit a little splash, a little splat onto AJ Styles, who is now getting up slowly. Gunther's gonna quickly meet him with a missile drop kick as the ring general Gunther continues with some big kicks, some big stomps. This time AJ Styles able to move out of the way of that little splat. Instead, it is AJ Styles who now looks to pick up Gunther. What is he looking to do? Well, it looks like he won't be able to do nothing as Gunther quickly able to counter things. And now it is back to the ring general being back on the attack. However, AJ Styles fighting back. And we have some back and forth action between the phenomenal AJ Styles, the face of TNA, and the ring general Gunther, who will come out on top of this little back and forth, and who will win this match here in night one of WrestleMania. And Gunther with a big boot puts the end to that little back and forth. And now AJ Styles, while he is able to duck that first attack from Gunther, quickly countered, sent over the rope, still hanging on though. Gunther slamming AJ Styles back inside of the ring. And now tricky situation as Gunther trying to look for the sleeper. Can he make AJ Styles tap? No, AJ Styles quickly he had the flight or fight reaction and quickly escaped that hold. As now AJ Styles off of the middle ropes. Gunther, look at that, able to move out of the way, and Gunther may have just put an end to AJ Styles. AJ still getting up, but quickly going to be met by Gunther once again, folding him into the pinfall. His foot seems to be on the rope. His foot is literally on the rope, but the referee doesn't see. Gunther wins, and AJ Styles has just been retired by the ring general Gunther. Gunther has now retired Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, and here tonight he has just added AJ Styles to the list, all because he lost to Obafemi and wasn't able to retire John Cena. And in this promo, which he gave out a couple of weeks ago, he also named some not so high caliber superstars like Tozawa, like Apollo Crews. And maybe Gunther's still going to go after those guys and look to add those guys to his list. This man, he needs somebody to control him, whether it's someone from the past, from the present, or someone from the future who is ready to, just give them a little squeeze and be like, Gunther, let me get at you. We need someone to stop that man from continuing to get rid of all these incredible superstars simply because he can't handle a loss. This is unbelievable AJ Styles has retired. But unfortunately, we must keep moving forward. We have some tag team action. We have the Motor City Machine Guns facing off against the Hardys in a rematch for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Now the Hardys, after winning these titles, if my memory serves me correct, they were able to go ahead and become 10-time WWE Tag Team Champions. All championships, because I know these specific titles are called WWE Tag Team Champions, but let me rephrase this. They were able to become Tag Team Champions within the WWE for the 10th time. There we are. Now, if the Motor City Machine Guns are able to win here tonight, they can go ahead and win their third, which seems like a little, but they've also done so much other great stuff and outside of the WWE and other promotions. But what a matchup this is. Truly a matchup of a lifetime, of course. We already saw these guys face off against each other when the Hardys originally won the belts. They went on to defend their championships mostly off of the channel and off television. But here tonight, the Motor City Machine Guns get their rematch. The Hardys have gotten a small little reign. And, Motor City Machine Guns have made a promise that small reign will end here tonight. On the other side, the Hardys said win or lose here tonight, they will continue. They're not going to retire just yet. They know they're old, but they know they still have a couple years left in them. At least 1 year left inside of them. Whether that is to continue as a tag team or maybe go their separate ways and go for a world championship, a IC or United States championship. That's a different story. But the point is, the Hardys will stay, so they won't be retiring, fortunately, unlike AJ Styles, he R.I.P., he isn't dead, but Gunther, the self-proclaimed career killer, career ender, has definitely killed the career of AJ Styles. But we go ahead and begin this matchup for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Alex Shelley and Matt Hardy go ahead and begin this matchup here for us now. The Hardys have had an incredible year. They spent a majority of their year over at TNA and then NXT. Thanks to that little bit of a partnership between WWE and TNA, the Hardys, even though they were under a TNA contract, were able to spend a good time in NXT fighting for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Unfortunately for them, were not able to crown themselves NXT Tag Team Champions, but they did earn themselves a main roster call-up in an official WWE contract, which gave them the full return to the main roster and added into the SmackDown Tag Team division. Quickly ramped their way through a couple of the big teams, earned themselves a championship match, won it, and now here tonight in a spectacular once-in-a-lifetime matchup, we now get to see the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Hardys at WrestleMania. Who would have thought you could see something like that? If you told me, even 5 years ago that we would see the Hardys face off against the Motor City Machine Guns for the WWE Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania, I would have laughed in your face and told you that's not possible. It is not going to happen. But that is the incredible things with all these partnerships, with us purchasing AAA. We are able to see so much incredible dream matches, and we'll hopefully continue to see more as the seasons go on and as the months go on, and especially as we jump into Season 2 of my universe. So, I hope you guys have been enjoying this show. I know I sure have been, and if you haven't already had enough of Stand and Deliver earlier today and then night 1 of WrestleMania, well, do not forget tomorrow night. We still got night 2. We still got a lot more matches, a lot more stuff to see, so do not worry. As right here, tag has been made. Back to Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley looking to combine here together, looking to do some big damage onto Jeff Hardy, and maybe looking for a big knee drop here. They do, and now what else are they looking for? Big kick to the back of the head of Jeff Hardy into the pinfall. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2 from Jeff Hardy, who now was trying to look for the tag. but quickly interrupted by Alex Shelley. Nevertheless, Jeff Hardy stands up now, trying to fight back as he sends Alex Shelley straight into the turnbuckle. What is Jeff Hardy now looking to do? Setting Alex Shelley onto the top ropes. Alex Shelley fighting back, is not sure what Jeff Hardy was looking to do, but fortunately for Alex Shelley, he has been able to fight back at least a little bit, as Jeff Hardy may very well continue. A bunch of elbows to the head of Alex Shelley. Now, sending Alex Shelley flying and splatting down straight onto the mats. Beautiful work done right there by Jeff Hardy, as now a crossbody drops Alex Shelley while he did try to duck that and move out of the way. Wasn't able to do so successfully. Now Alex Shelley quickly met by a big kick, able to move out of the way of the kick right there. And now sent straight into the turnbuckle. Was looking potentially for the tag, looking to combine with Chris Sabin, but Jeff Hardy interrupting. Instead, it is Jeff Hardy who drops Alex Shelley straight onto the ropes. And still to come here tonight, 2 World Championship matchups. We will see Jade Cargill face off against Bianca Belair for the Women's WWE Championship. And in the main event, we have the Royal Rumble winner, the Second City Saints, CM Punk, facing off against the Visionary, the Revolutionary, the Architect, the leader of the Re-Evolution, the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. That's to come in the main events later tonight, but for now, we continue our focus here on this tag team matchup, as the Motor City Machine Guns have definitely taken control of this match and definitely look like the favorites here tonight. On paper, I would say it's a very even matchup, but quickly, at least for our visual viewers, we've been able to see that the Motor City Machine Guns have control, may be able to put Jeff Hardy away, able to kick out. And even if he wasn't able to kick out, Matt Hardy was ready to go ahead and break up the count right there, making sure that this match continued. Chris Sabin not finished, as Jeff Hardy may be in trouble, able to counter. And now Chris Sabin, the one in trouble, hit by a big DDT, tag made onto a little bit more fresh Matt Hardy, as Jeff has taken a bit of damage quickly. It is Matt who is going to be put onto the same position as Jeff, being the one taking a lot of damage, trying to fight his way out of this, but Chris Sabin able to go ahead and counter, sending Matt into the corner. Now tag made to Alex Shelley. These two looking to combine once again, looking to do some big damage, as now big knee drop. We saw this previously done onto Jeff Hardy, now looking to do it back onto Matt, as now looking for the pinfall to secure the championships. One, and a quick kick out. As I mentioned, Matt Hardy a little bit more fresh. That doesn't mean he's fully fresh, and after all this damage done, he may be at the same level as Jeff Hardy as the pinfall. 1, 2, a kick out. How has Matt Hardy kicked out of that? Well, we may not have to question any longer, because Alex Shelley looking for the finish, and there was no way Matt Hardy kicks out of this, but there is a way that Jeff Hardy breaks up the count, and he has done exactly that, beating up Chris Sabin on the outside of the ring, then going ahead and saving the match for him and his brother. And now Matt Hardy may be able to get onto the attack as he looks to send Alex Shelley to the ropes, not able to do so. Instead, Alex Shelley countering once again. Look at Matt, able to go ahead and make the tag to Jeff Hardy. Chris Sabin has also been tagged in. Matt Hardy may have just saved his team by tagging in Jeff, because Jeff very well may win the match right here, right now. What is Jeff going to look to do? He wants to put the final nail in the coffin. But he does not position himself properly. He misses there, not able to make contact with Chris Sabin, and instead allows Chris Sabin enough time to go ahead and recover, while Jeff Hardy still is on the attack. Look at that. It was that little bit of time that allowed Chris Sabin to counter And now Jeff Hardy, well, he is looking for the pinfall. Yes, I did not expect the match to end there. This is to show how incredible both of these tag teams are. You just need that little bit of time. A second, 2 seconds to go ahead and catch your breath, and that is all you need to get that second win and get back into this match as Chris Sabin hits Jeff Hardy with a clothesline. And now Jeff Hardy trying to look for a Hurricane Rana, I believe, not able to make the contact. Instead, it is Chris Sabin who continues his attack. And oh, Alex Shelley also getting a little punch in there this time. Jeff Hardy able to move out of the way, but so is Chris Sabin, who now sends Jeff straight into the turnbuckle. Tag made onto Alex Shelley. The Motor City Machine Gun have done an incredible job here tonight of tagging each other in and out, working together as they should as a tag team. I'm not saying the Hardys haven't, but the thing is, the Motor City Machine Guns have done it a lot better. That is a thing that a lot of tag teams in Evolve and NXT lack. They like to work like two single stars who just take breaks in between each other. No, you should be working as a tag team, because that's exactly what it is, as Alex Shelley making big contact right there with Jeff Hardy, who is able to tag in Matt Hardy. And now, Matt Hardy has slightly been able to catch his breath, so this may be a relief for the Hardys at knowing they can still last a little longer. Maybe not, as Alex Shelley. 1, 2, and Matt able to kick out. I'm not even sure how these guys are standing up. I mean, they're old as hell. They've taken so much damage, and still they continue to shock us. After every single damage taken, after every single move that Alex Shelley or Chris Sabin throw their way, they are still able to kick out. But the thing is, they're missing that final third, and that is them being on the attack. It is a lot about absorbing damage, kicking out, but not a lot of, hold on, let me do some damage onto you. It's right there. Alex Shelley able to move out of the lane, and it's back to the Motor City Machine Gun being in control. Very well, may put the match away here. 1, 2, no, what the heck? Matt Hardy, what did you eat today? What did you watch? What did you do? How are you still in this match? Matt Hardy, is he somehow still going to kick out of this? 1, 2, 3. 13th time is the charm. The Hardys have now lost the WWE Tag Team Championships. What an incredible matchup this was. Both teams did such an incredible job. An instant classic of a match. Put this match in the Hall of Fame. And now the Motor City Machine Guns are 3-time WWE Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to both tag teams for such an incredible matchup. But of course, congratulations to Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, as they have now become 3-time WWE Tag Team Champions. They have done it from, only winning one and then just having this huge pause in between. They were able to beat the incredible team of Los Reyes in an absolutely incredible matchup as well. The Motor City Machine Guns have been throwing match of the year after match of the year. Lost the titles to the Hardys. And here tonight, in the night one of WrestleMania, able to win them back. Now 3-time WWE Tag Team Champions here within the WWE. And, next up, we got the co-main event of the night. We have Jade Cargill facing off against Bianca Belair for the Women's WWE Championship. Of course, Jade Cargill didn't just, happen to slip on this opportunity. No, she won an incredible matchup at the Elimination Chamber match, beating the likes of, I low-key forgot who else was in the match. I remember Naomi being the final superstar alongside Jade Cargill. But point is, Jade Cargill, the Women's Elimination Chamber winner, won the match, picked Bianca Belair, And that's exactly how we have this matchup here tonight. The co-main event of WrestleMania Night 1. What an incredible night it has been. A quick, run back of what happened. We opened up by seeing Carmelo Hayes successfully defend his United States Championship against Jimmy Uso in a steel cage. After that, we went ahead and crowned a brand new Women's Intercontinental Champion as Roxanne Perez, against all odds, was able to go ahead and beat Becky Lynch. Then we pivoted away from championships, looked at the Ring General Gunther versus the phenomenal AJ Styles, where in a tragic event, AJ Styles not only lost the match, but was forced to retire as he had put his career on the line. And, well, unfortunately, Gunther beat him. And just right now, we watched a freaking absolute crazy tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. The Motor City Machine Guns were able to beat the Hardys in a freaking instant classic of a matchup to become 3-time WWE Tag Team Champions. And now all that is left here tonight is Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair for the Women's WWE Championship. And then, of course, the main event, the Royal Rumble winner, CM Punk, faces off against the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. That to come in the main events. But, of course, let's go ahead and focus on the co-main event. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, alongside even Naomi, they have a lot of chemistry, both good and bad. They have a lot of history within each other, also both good and bad. They've been tag team champions, and now they hate each other's guts and are fighting over the WWE Women's Championship. And that's just the way life goes here within the WWE. But that is all right, because it gives us this incredible matchup. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Women's WWE Championship on the line. Let's see how things go as Jade Cargill may be able to secure a quick victory. No. Kick out at 1 by Bianca Belair, but Jade Cargill starting things off very strong, very hot. Of course, she worked so hard to win the Elimination Chamber. Now, it would be a waste if she doesn't win here tonight. I mean, I'm not saying that Bianca or the Women's WWE Championship is an easy task. I do think it's harder to win a matchup with so many women in an environment that is the Elimination Chamber. I think that's harder than winning a championship when it's just one-on-one. Maybe I'm wrong. That's why I'm a commentator, not inside of the ring, because sometimes I don't think properly when it comes to fighting. But that's just my thought. I feel like you got to work a little harder to get here. You still got to work hard to win, but you got to work harder to get here. Know what I mean? Just a hot take. But we see Jade Cargill once again looking for the pinfall. Already frustration growing. Maybe Jade Cargill thought she could make this a bit of a squash match as she hits a second spear onto Bianca Belair. Maybe she thought this was just going to be a quick breeze, a quick victory, and a brand new women's champion. But Bianca Belair holding on a little strong, but can't just have her holding on. We need her to be fighting back, and there she does as she drops Jade Cargill. Now a big splash onto the body of Jade, looking for the pinfall. 1. And a kick out at 1 by Jade Cargill. As now Bianca Belair, though, still has an opportunity to go ahead and get onto the attack. Knees up, though, as Jade Cargill able to counter right there. Bianca quickly countering herself, and now, Jade Cargill may be in trouble. Drop face first. Maybe looking for the pinfall. No, Jade Cargill able to counter. And now it is Jade who is now looking to go ahead and repeat that save move, this time onto Bianca Belair. Is able to connect into the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and what? Jade Cargill is the new Women's WWE Champion. Well, I did expect that to do some damage. I did not expect for Jade to win off of that, but she has done it. She has won the Elimination Chamber. She has now co-main evented WrestleMania, and now able to crown herself the brand new Women's WWE Champion, holding the top prize in the Women's Division for the very first time here in the WWE. Congratulations to Jade Cargill, our new Women's WWE Champion. And with that, it is now time for the main event of the evening. Well, by the looks of it, it's more the main event of the night. Well, we have the Royal Rumble winner, CM Punk, here tonight. He is facing a man he once before called himself the new version of him. He reminded him of a younger version of himself. But he picked Seth freaking Rollins because now they hate each other's guts. Previous WrestleMania was a triple threat match. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. That's where Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman pulled the freaking shock of the century. Turned on both CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins came out victorious, then created this incredible group of the Re-Evolution. And now CM Punk has been almost chasing them, trying to put them away, trying to shut them down before it's too late, as they look to control the future, as they look to manipulate it and force it to be whatever they want it to be. CM Punk doesn't want that. So here tonight, he fights for control. When you are the world champion of whether it's Raw or SmackDown, you have control of that brand, and that is what Seth Rollins has now. The Re-Evolution has the tag team and world heavyweight championships. So, you know what that means. They got that pull. They got control. They get to skip matches because no. You can only verse a champion if it's for the title, and you gotta earn it. You get all these little perks and benefits. Well, CM Punk wants to get rid of that. And basically wants to get rid of, excuse me for kind of the pun here, but he wants to get rid of Seth Rollins' shield in order to truly hit him, and hit him hard. And for CM Punk, hoping that is to the point where Seth Rollins doesn't get up. But here tonight, the World Heavyweight Champion does not come alone. He is accompanied by the World Tag Team Champions, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Tomorrow night, they'll defend their championships against Fraxium as well as Austin Theory. He gets an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship, which means at the end of both Night 1 and Night 2, the Re-Evolution could be fully decked out with gold. It is a huge possibility, but first, possibly the hardest match of the night. A match against the Royal Rumble winner, CM Punk. Our main event here tonight of Night 1. What an incredible night it has been. And what an incredible matchup to go ahead and close it out. Of course, we've already had this incredible night as well with Stand and Deliver. WrestleMania Night 1. Still more to come tomorrow night in WrestleMania Night 2. Some incredible matchups. We will see the Women's United States Championship on the line, Men's Intercontinental Championship on the line. The World Tag Team Champions will defend their titles against Fraxium, those being Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. We will see the Women's World Championship on the line, and in the main event, I can confirm right here, right now, that it will be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton in the main event for the WWE Championship. That all to come tomorrow night, but for now, we continue to pivot our focus here on this incredible main event matchup. Now, of course, the World Heavyweight Champion, not only does he have champion's advantage in this match, meaning that CM Punk must win by pinfall or submission, can win the match by countout, but can't win the title by countout. And not only does Seth Rollins have that advantage, he also has the World Tag Team Champions in his corner. Paul Heyman, Austin Theory surely are in the back and could come out at any moment and go ahead and give that, even second extra hand of help as we go ahead and begin this match. CM Punk, the Royal Rumble winner. Seth frickin' Rollins, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Who will come out on top here tonight? Who will leave WrestleMania Night 1, the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, as the World Heavyweight Champion? As I think, on paper, I got to give it to Seth, man. Of course, as I just previously mentioned, he has the champion's advantage. And then, of course, he has the numbers game. So, I would say on paper, this match is in favor of Seth Rollins. However, I do believe that CM Punk can definitely get the job done. And not only can he get it done, he can definitely receive some help if he needs to. The Re-Evolution have made lots of enemies, and we saw it at Survivor Series as CM Punk can bring people together, whether it's people he used to face off against like Roman Reigns and whatnot. Point is, he could bring him together. Now, the one thing we haven't been able to see, the person we haven't seen, which we still question whether he's part of the Re-Evolution or not, is Brock Lesnar. He kind of came back for the Survivor Series. We saw him at the Royal Rumble. We saw him at Elimination Chamber. But it wasn't like he was showing up, preparing for it or, saying if he was going to go for someone. I wonder what the plan was for him. But a big miss out for him and Roman Reigns here at WrestleMania. But hey, it's alright because we still get to see this incredible matchup as at the moment it is Seth Rollins who is in control. Seth Rollins looking to send CM Punk into the turnbuckle. However, CM Punk is able to escape the hold right there. I do believe that was Bronson Reed sending a kendo stick inside of the ring. Seth Rollins being put in a submission hold. Is he gonna tap? CM Punk is squeezing hard. Seth Rollins is hanging on, but he is definitely having to fight hard in order to try to escape this hold. The referee watching closely as CM Punk is really going at it, but Seth Rollins able to go ahead and escape that hold. The referee clearing the ring of, GTS! Seth Rollins hitting a GTS on CM Punk. Where is the referee? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now CM Punk kicks out. The referee distracted by the kendo stick, by the unpadded turnbuckle, which it's at the fault of the World Tag Team Champions. Seth Rollins could have retained the World Heavyweight Championship by now, but due to Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed's little mischievous ways, this match continued. And whether they meant to do it intentionally or not, they have helped CM Punk stay in this match. And now Seth Rollins countering once again. As Seth Rollins, what is he looking to do? Well, we won't be able to find out just yet as CM Punk once again able to escape the hold. And distracted once again. And now Seth Rollins with the stomp. There it is. Seth Rollins to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. 2 and a what? CM Punk, Pepsi Phil, able to go ahead and kick out. Somehow, someway, this match continues. And Seth Rollins not finished trying to pull off a big splash. Nobody home as CM Punk was able to move out of the way right there. Now Seth Rollins charging up. What is he going to look to do? CM Punk. What is he going to look to do? He's going to look for the GTS, and he makes connection with Seth Rollins into the pinfall. 1, 2, and Seth Rollins able to kick out at 2. Both men bleeding. Both men have done so much and taken so much damage. But this match continues as CM Punk continues to be the man in control. And now he's being countered. I may have just jinxed him. Except he is able to counter Seth Rollins. And now Seth countering him. These two know each other so well. And now Seth Rollins looking for the submission hold. CM Punk. Is he going to be able to escape? Yes, he is quite quickly actually now countering things. But Seth Rollins back to his way. Now looking for the pedigree. CM Punk. Maybe no. CM Punk gets up instantly. How has he done that? I don't know. But CM Punk, even after a huge pedigree, is still the man standing. Is still the man on the attack. The best in the world. Is so close yet so far to the World Heavyweight Championship. And he's going to need a lot more. And he's going to have to potentially even get rid of the World Tag Team Champions in order to fully focus on this matchup. As right now, Bronson Reed distracting him, this allowing Seth Rollins to get up. Fortunately, CM Punk was ready. Now looking for the pinfall. Able to connect. Now, there it is. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new World Heavyweight Champion. CM Punk, 7-time World Champion. Seth Rollins is furious. But with that concludes Night 1 of WrestleMania. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you guys tomorrow night.